Have you ever been on a building automation project and you've went and finally accomplished a complex integration only to come back 3 months later and everything is broke and not working anymore? Hi, my name's Phil Zito. I'm the founder and CEO of Building Automation Monthly, where we help companies to assess and develop their existing and new hires so that they can go and decrease their time to revenue and increase their profitability per employee on their building automation work. So how do you go from having a working integration to an integration that no longer works? Well, there are 3 reasons based on my experience that this happens, and we're going to talk through each of those and how to mitigate those reasons right now. So number 1 is not having a proper test plan for your integration. So whenever you are going and integrating a system, even if it's something as simple as a BACnet IP chiller interface, you should have a test plan in place to actually make sure that that integration works in multiple scenarios. At a minimum, this integration test plan should test for normal operation and should test for failures. So you should make sure the integration works. I mean, that's a given. But you should also see what happens when the integration doesn't work. So what happens if you turn the power off to the integration card? What happens if you go and unplug the network connection? How do you go and test for these things? That is one thing that you need to make sure you do on every project that is integrations, because oftentimes it is in the failure modes that we realize our integrations don't really work. Number 2 is you should have a regular cadence to revisit the integration during the warranty period. This is really important because oftentimes the operational folks who are responsible for running the building are not engaged during the construction process. So they often don't know about the integrations and how they should work, and you can go and make sure that they understand these integrations exist and how they work and how to troubleshoot them if they don't work, by going and touching base with them 3 or 4 times across the warranty phase. The final strategy to make sure that integrations stay working after they're done in the project is to ensure that you have a support and maintenance plan put in place for that integration. Now, when folks hear that, they initially think this big, huge hoo-ha that is like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to spend all this money. No, this doesn't have to be anything more complex than visiting for an hour or 2 every 6 months just to touch base on the integration. This is important because as software changes both on the integration side and the BAS side, then you may have issues that develop. Also, as network changes happen within the organization, as server updates happen within the organization, things may occur that cause the integration to break. Every 6 months is a reasonable time period to touch base with a customer. And granted, you can adjust that time period based on the criticality of the integration. If it's a high critical issue integration, like integrating to a central utility plant or weather data that then powers the entire BAS's economizer modes and cup enables and things like that, then you want to definitely go and touch base more often. If it's something very basic and simple, then you can touch base less often. So use your common sense in that. If you are curious about how to manage integrations from start to finish, from business case all the way to the warranty phase, then definitely check out our System Integration Bootcamp, as it is the only course on the market that will teach you how to manage simple and complex integrations from start to finish. And with that, how do you handle integrations? I'd love to hear about your strategies for ensuring that your integrations stay operational after you install them on a project. Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks a ton. I'll talk to you tomorrow.